Hey guys, it's Mike Burns. I'm here at Ocean Air Sports with Craig, and Craig is the man with North Kiteboards, pro kiter, and knows all the gear front to back. So you're gonna help us out a little bit. We have a lot of choices for kites here at Ocean Air and in the North Kite range.
Yeah.
And just help us out and figure out, like, if I'm coming in as a customer, which kite's gonna work the best for me.
Exactly. We have 7 main kites in the range, so I'm just going to run you guys quickly through what works best for which customer. So
Sounds
what
good.
to push to who, you know.
Exactly. Sounds
So
good.
let's start off right here with the Rebel. This is our bread and butter. It's been our best seller for a long time, and the Rebel has a massive cult following all over the world. Basically, I recommend this kite for anybody who's wanting to stay hooked in, like 95% or 100% of the time, wants to boost massive, have really precise control on the bar. And this year we actually went from 5-line to 4-line optional. If you want to ride the Rebel with a 5th line, that's still fine, no worries there. But it does give you that 4-line option that a lot of other people from other brands have been screaming about for a long time. So now you have the options with the Rebel.
Now we've got the Evo.
Now we're going to talk a little bit about the Evo. This is the kite of choice for a few of my really good buddies on the team. Tom Hebert absolutely sends it. You know, arguably just as big as on the Rebel. So yeah, that's kind of an argument these days with people is which jumping bigger, the Evo or the Rebel. The one thing that's nice about the Evo compared to the Rebel is you have the option of being able to unhook as well. I mean, you can unhook on the Rebel, but it's not nearly as smooth as with the Evo kite. So the Evo basically just gives you a little bit more all-around riding option. Basically, true kiteboarding kite, you know.
Nice.
Next up, we have the Dice, which again, kind of falls into that all-around kite range. This is now leaning towards someone who's looking to spend about 50% of their time doing unhook tricks and about 50% of their time riding hooked in or in the waves. So this kite really excels for, you know, freestyle, big air, and waves. I'd say as far as the most well-rounded kite in the range goes, it's for sure the Dice. And when I'm going on trips where I'm going to be doing some foiling, a little bit of kite surfing, and you know want to do some freestyle as well, I'm definitely taking the Dice instead of a Jaggis. We'll talk about the Neo. The Neo is the surf-specific shredder. Anyone who wants to spend most of their time in the waves, you need a Neo. And I hear it all the time that the Neo has made me a better kiter, and you don't hear that often anymore these days with gear. Like, oh, I jumped on this and instantly I felt like I was riding better. It just makes things easy. I finally got to start spending a lot of time on it the last bit with foiling, because I'm not spending so much time in the waves, and man, it's just insane how this kite backs up. You can make a turn with the foil away from it and it's still backing up and is exactly where it should be. It's blown me away, the development that these guys have done on this kite in the last years. And actually you get a lot of schools and beginner intermediates who really like the Neo as well, because it does all the things, it corrects all the mistakes that beginners do, because the wave riders need it to perform when there's no tension on the line. So it just moves back, and when you get back and you know get your balls and marbles all ready to go again, the Neo is sitting there waiting for you. So it's definitely a kite I'd recommend, even if you aren't a wave-specific rider, to give the Neo a try.
Sounds like a fan favorite here.
Next up is the Jaggis. This is my kite of choice. I'm riding this probably 99% of the time on the water. If I'm not, I'm usually on a Neo. But yeah, this is our freestyle specific kite. This is for people who, you know, they just want to be riding unhooked, riding in the park, and trying to do handle passes. And I mean, as far as trying, you know, the small level of people who are trying to do double handle passes and all this, that makes a massive difference. Go try to do some of the tricks that you're doing on this, on a Rebel or an Evo. It's night and day for sure. But that's why, you know, we have different kites in the range for different people, and you know, it's definitely not for everyone, but the people who know they're looking for a Jaggis, they know it. So next up is the Mono. It's our single strut inflatable kite, and it is working really nice for foiling, for lighter riders, for kids and smaller women, and yeah, great for traveling as well. It's super light, and for a single strut kite, just so stable in the sky. You see a lot of other single struts out there just flapping around all the time when they lose power. And the mono really impressed me the first time I got on it. Really interesting kite, and cool to see the development going this way, where it's like more packable, better for traveling, and just a lighter feeling kite on the bar in the sky. So works great. Last up is a Juice, but Clouser just told me they're fully sold out, and I mean, on the East Coast, you really need those big kites to get you out on those light wind days. Not so much here in Cape Hatteras, I'm sure they use them down here as well, but further up the East Coast, I'm from the Great Lakes and into New York, you need those Juices. And I mean, coming in the 15 and 18 meter size, they just pull like a truck. Like, if you're not into foiling and you want to ride your twin tip or you want to ride your directional, the Juice is getting you out there in like 10 knots and you're powered. Nice. So we don't have any of those to show you because, yeah, they're flying off the shelves apparently here at Ocean Air. So yeah, that's the range. And if you guys have any more questions or need any more info, head over to northkites.com or come in here to Ocean Air and chat with the guys.
Yeah, we've got them all available on www.oceanairsports.com, or just come right into the shop and pick one up today.
Exactly.